Greetings! Welcome to another episode of Messages from Ori. It's day-oyabunmi. Thank you for joining me today. Messages from Ori is a series where I channel divine messages for the collective consciousness from the collective consciousness. And I'm just really happy to have you with me today. Before we get into the topic about what are your superpowers, I actually want to encourage you to check out my website, daydreamalston.com. If you're interested in a Head-Orisha reading, an Ifa reading, Ifa-Orisa ebooks, online trainings, if you're interested in your own personal tarot reading, you can do all of that over at the site. And if you're interested in getting your own personal reading about what your superpower is, head on over to the site and book the pre-recorded tarot reading or the live tarot reading and put in the topic section, what are my superpowers? Ashe. So let's get started. This is a topic that came to me the other morning that I just thought would be so fascinating to look into. So all of us have things that we are really, really good at. We all have gifts and things that we can contribute to society, to our families, to the world that are really helpful and, that are just our talents and our special abilities. So let's look into what your superpowers are. Now, remember, this is a general reading for, whomever watches it, which is usually a good amount of people. So we want to remember that and keep that in mind. If you want a more personalized reading, head over to the site daydreamalston.com. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple of things here. First and foremost, some of you have this gift of manifesting money. I don't know if you've noticed it in yourself, but say, in those times where you've really needed financial support, you've been struggling, you've been broke, and you're like, oh my goodness, you gotta hustle and get some money to come in. Or it's something like you have an ability to literally manifest the coming of money. Like you'll just say to yourself, okay, like it's time. I need this money. And you're able to kind of bring it and you're literally pulling it through your own spirit. You're able to pull it towards you, okay? So that's something to keep in mind. And I say that here with the Knight of Pentacles. For some of you, your superpower with the Four of Swords here and even the Four of Cups is helping people to come out of really tough times, to help people come out of depressions, to help people to see things in a new perspective, like the people who take things for granted, right? Who don't see how wonderful their lives are, who don't see their own personal power and will. You're really good at helping them to see it. I say that with the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. Some of you are really good at pulling people out of these really low places and out of negative, repetitive thought patterns. And you'll know that this is you. What happens is when people are in these states, they tend to come looking for you because they know you'll be able to help them out, to pick them up. For some of you, your superpower is healing, and I say that with the Four of Swords here and the Strength card. You're able to tap into a power, a spiritual power within you. For some reason, I'm feeling like it's in your stomach area, but you're able to tap into this energy and kind of use it to heal others. Some of you are able to literally hypnotize and control other beings. This is only going to be for like 1 or 2 of you. This is a very special power. Not everyone has the concentration to focus and do this. A lot of us could do it if we had the concentration. It's kind of like manipulation, but not in the negative sense of the word. You have the ability to hypnotize, to influence people to do different things. Hopefully you're using that in good ways. With the Lovers here, I see that some of your superpowers are literally all about love, nurturing, and nourishing. Some of you have such a capacity for love and nourishing that anyone in your sphere of influence is uplifted by that love, uplifted by that energy that you carry with you. This is divine. 1 or 2 of you are very divine beings, very highly spiritual beings with great capacity for love and compassion for others. Those of you who know you have this, and you know, some of us don't even know that we have these superpowers. I hope you do know, whoever this is with the Lovers card. Just your prayers, like you praying for the world, praying for nations, praying for people who are suffering and struggling. Your spiritual requests are heard, are acknowledged, and are able to shift things. You might be a life path number 6, or the number 6 is very important to you, but your word is very powerful, especially your prayers, your spiritual requests. Some of you, again, have superpowers with animals, are able to tame animals or become friends with animals that normally run away from people. Some of you are, you may have a superpower that is directly related to clarity. Like where other people get caught up in the bullshit and can't see things clearly or are looking at them with rose-colored glasses, you, my friend, whoever I'm speaking to, can cut right through the bullshit. You see things clearly. It's like people can't pull the wool over your eyes. Nothing gets past you. That's your superpower. And the good thing about this with the King of Swords here is that what happens is you have a transformative energy now. You're able to wield your sword of transformation because you're able to see so clearly what's going on around you. So some of, for those of you whose superpower this is, it's like your head is in the clouds, but not in a way where you can't see clearly. I say it's in the clouds because you're able to see from a higher vantage point. You're able to see kind of like, as if you were a bird, like you're looking down from the heavens. Are there superpowers to people watching? Superpowers. For those of you who this applies to, your superpower is the ability to heal family wounds, to heal generational curses. You are literally healing generations prior to yours. You're healing past generations and bringing your family together. For some of you, your superpower is to help your gene pool, your ancestry evolve. Like you're literally going to take them to another level. You may actually be receiving help from an elder in the spirit realm, in the ancestral realms. She may give you guidance to help you do this. So there's like a healing you're bringing, not only to yourself, your own particular life, your past lives, but to the generations before you. Some of you, you have a superpower for accumulating wealth. You know what to do, and you know when to do it in terms of building wealth with this Ten of Pentacles. So it's like you might be someone who knows exactly the right time to invest in something. Like you'll get a feeling in your gut and you'll go for it, and then it ends up being a really good investment for you. Okay, one more card from this deck and we'll move on. And lastly, from the Modern Witch Tarot deck, your superpower. I definitely see healing here again. With this symbol here, you know, you have the healing, love. Again, for some of you, love is your superpower. Love and service. So you having this need and this desire to help people, right? To, in whatever way that is, social work, nursing, doctor, youth development, you know, realtor. It could be anything. There's something about bringing joy to others that brings you such joy. But this itself is your superpower, because you're so concerned for other people's well-being and happiness that you're able to bring that to them consistently, that you go out and make it a point to bring happiness to people consistently. And the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, let's get a few more messages about what your superpowers are. So we have the Animal Guardian and the Medicine Guardian. Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. Some of you are really good at knowing when some shit is going to go down, when you need to get out, right? When others need to get out. You have literally saved people's lives through your instincts. That is your superpower. For others of you, with the Medicine Guardian, again, we have this caduceus symbol, which symbolizes healing. So you have a superpower for healing. Some of you may heal through your hands with Reiki. Some of you may be able to concoct elixirs, maybe even pray over water, you know, prepare some type of herbal medicine, which is healing to people. That's your superpower. That's awesome. I need to be in touch with y'all. I pray over my water all the time, though. Okay, what else do we have for superpowers? Last few messages. What are the superpowers of those watching? Superpowers. Oh, I love this. The Peacekeeper card. So some of you your superpower is to keep peace. So if you live in violent neighborhoods, if you are in a situation where things can go left, your word can stop it. Your prayers can stop it. You know, your energy, you have the energy of peace. So if there's a fight and you happen to be there and you're in the midst of it, your will, using your will, your direction, right, your focus, you can actually bring a stop to the fight. This kind of goes with the King of Swords, the Shield Maiden. It says, make plans and focus. Remember, I was saying the level of clarity. But also, some of you have this superpower of being able to decide on something and then go in that direction and make it happen. Nothing can stop you from moving forward. Nothing can stop you from completing the task. For those of you who know about Ifa-Orisa, that's a very Ogun energy. Perseverance, right? Like you're able to overcome any obstacle. That's your superpower. Oh, and I'm going to take this as the last message. For some of you, your superpower is the sun, and the sun represents success and happiness. You are someone who literally walks into a room and brings joy and light into that space. I don't want you to dim your light. I feel like some of you may dim your light sometimes, may feel like you need to be less, you need to do less, be less. No, shine bright, because this is your superpower. And what it does is that light shines on other people and brings them joy as well. I hope this has been helpful for you. Remember, if you're interested in your own personal reading, check out the website and subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to you next time. Bye.